Hello everyone, it's Elizabeth here. I talk about project communications quite a lot, and I am often asked, how can you do it when you don't have any money to spend on communications artifacts? Project communications can be quite expensive. If you're thinking about a full campaign, or you might want to use video, you might want professional photographs taken of your building site, whatever it is that you're doing. There can be quite a lot of reasons why project communications cost money. But Anne Pilkington has talked about how to do comms on the cheap in her book about project communications. And there's 5 tips in there that are really worth looking at if you are struggling to find a budget for doing any of your communications on your project. So I wanted to quickly whiz you through those in case they were of use to you when you're trying to balance the books on your project. First, use your network. There might be people in your organisation who can really help you deliver your message, and they are free if you give them the right materials. So if you can't afford, or you don't have the reason to engage an expensive PR company, for example, you can tap into the people that you already have if you can give them instructions and give them the best possible start about the message you want to communicate. So use your network. Secondly, you can look at piggybacking off other initiatives. There might be other projects happening that are aligned to where you are on your project, and perhaps you could come together to do some kind of joint initiative, and you can therefore make use of any budget that they might happen to have for communicating on their project. Thirdly, you can use lessons learned. So look at what works on other projects and then do the same, because that means you stop making expensive mistakes and you can just cut straight through and launch your communications initiative knowing that other projects have had success with those tactics in the past. Fourth, you want to do evaluation. So look at what's working on your project. This is the process of looking at communications and evaluating whether or not you are having the results that you wanted. Are you getting the desired impact? Because if you're not, you need to stop. Stop spending any money, stop spending any time on things that do not work. So the evaluation loop means that you can look at what's effective and course correct if you need to. So you can make decisions about where to go more quickly. Finally, you can use technology. Technology is good because it means you can communicate out to a wide audience, and it's often free because it's included in the kind of tools that you already have in your organisation for communication or for collaboration. However, it only works as a communication tool if everybody is using it. So you will not be able to communicate to people who do not use that technology tool because they won't be looking at it, and they certainly won't be seeing any of your messages. So bear that in mind if you're using a completely technology-led approach to project comms. Anyway, that's 5 suggestions of ways to do communication on the cheap for your projects. I hope something in there was useful to you. I'll see you in my next video.